Hi, this is Dr. Mercola, and there's simply no doubt in my mind that one of the most profoundly powerful choices you can make to optimize your health is to avoid processed foods and eat real food. So what's the best way to do this? Well, eat as much locally grown, organic food as possible. And are supplements important? Of course they are, but they're not as important as having access to fresh, locally grown, nutrient-dense food. The highest quality food you can possibly eat is that grown in your own yard, apartment, or even a community garden. Now, if you're new to the concepts of growing your own food, then I suggest you put your toe in the water and start by growing sunflower seed sprouts, which are over 30 times more nutrient-dense than vegetables that you would grow in your own yard. And aside from being able to harvest them in a week instead of a few months, you can easily grow them in your own home. Now, if this interests you, please click on the link lower on this page. Now, if you're already doing this and want to take the next step and grow your food in your own garden, then one of the most important steps is to make sure that you have high quality topsoil. It's also important to make sure that you have some sort of mulch over your soil to protect the microbes, which improves soil hydration and reduces weeding. It's like putting an armor over the soil. So is there anything else that you can do that is easy and would have really dramatic effects on the plants you're growing? So aside from high quality topsoil full of beneficial microbes, you'll need water and sunlight, but also minerals. Virtually every type of plant needs an abundance of minerals in order to optimize their genetic potential and provide you with nutrient-dense foods. But sadly, most soils today are terribly mineral deficient. Why is that? Well, there's a number of reasons. The first is rain. As it rains, minerals tend to leave the soil. They get diluted out. They simply don't disappear. Rather, they are washed into the rivers and the lakes and the oceans. Secondly, our topsoil is being literally washed into the oceans largely through industrial agriculture mismanagement. The United States alone loses almost 3 tons of topsoil per acre per year. And if you own a house, there's a great chance that the builder, when he built your house, removed most of the topsoil before building your home and sold it to someone, leaving you with terrible soil to grow food on. The result? Most of us are using mineral-deficient soils, making it virtually impossible to grow nutrient-dense foods. To give you an idea, let's just take the apple, for instance. To get the same amount of iron you used to get from one apple in 1950 that you do in 1998, you'd have to eat 26 of these apples. That's 25 more apples to get the same mineral content as one apple from 1950. So how do you solve this? Well, one way is to add the minerals back into the growing medium, whether it's the soil or the water or the leaves. Now, the best way I know to do this is to use minerals extracted from the ocean, because the ocean has all the 62 important minerals that you need to grow nutrient-dense foods. Now, most mineral products do not even come close to having that many different minerals. And you do have to be very careful, though, as there are a number of products in the market, and obviously the most common minerals in the ocean is salt or sodium chloride, and many of these ocean mineral products do not remove enough of the sodium chloride, and it can seriously damage or even kill your plants. Now, I had this problem with some of the early products that I used in my landscape, and it nearly killed a few of my lime trees. And I finally found one, however, that was not only virtually free of the sodium chloride, but also had all the minerals in ionic form. And we actually put together a product that's called Ionic Ocean Minerals. And they basically consist of triple filtered after collection from pristine waters in the Pacific Ocean, which is far, far away from any coastline. We also tested them for radiation, and they have no dangerous radioactive particles from Fukushima in there. So it's important to understand that these minerals are in ionic form, and they are easily absorbed into the plant through the soil or by spraying the solution, diluted solution, onto the leaves. So these ionic minerals are without question the best minerals you can feed your plants. Now please remember, all it takes is a deficiency of one mineral, and most of our soils have multiple mineral deficiencies, to stunt your plant's growth. It will never, if you don't provide them with all the minerals they need, it will never reach its maximum genetic potential and achieve the ability to provide you and your family with the nutrient-dense foods that you deserve. Now, I've been using these minerals in my garden for almost 2 years now, and I've got 4 dozen fruit trees, and last year I've been shocked at how well these plants are responding. Amazing is a profoundly serious understatement. And since we know a picture is worth 1,000 words, I've included some photos of the differences lower down on the page that actually show these. So these minerals not only improve the nutrient value of the plants, but they improve the plant's immune system and make them more resistant to diseases and pests. Unlike dangerous GMO plants that claim to improve drought resistance and frost tolerance, these ionic minerals actually deliver. Your plants will be able to do far better and be able to get by with less irrigation and may get another few degrees of resistance to frost damage. And I also use these minerals on my sunflower seed sprouts, and I grow them, and I pretty much have every day. And these minerals become integrated into the plant cell structure and provide me with some of the healthiest food that can be grown. So if you have any interest in growing your own food, then I can't encourage you more strongly to seriously consider adding these Ionic Ocean minerals to your garden. You will likely be shocked at how it catalyzes the growth of your plants and provides you with the nutrient-dense foods that allows you and your family to take control of your health.